Hi everybody, welcome. It's Uri Nakazawa here, and today we're going to be getting into some VTuber newsy news. But before we do, please make sure to subscribe to my other channels. That would be awesome. Thank you so much. Meow meow. Okay, on to our very first piece of newsy news. This one is a big piece of news. So we're going to be talking about Brave Group. So you guys remember Brave Group, a Japanese holding company dedicated to creation and production of animated content. So they are the ones that had the very, very big VTuber audition leak. Really not cool. Why are we talking about them? Well, you know what? We know who else we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about Idol Corp. All right, do you guys remember Idol Corp? Idol Corp, they were the ones that gave Visa cards to their talent to be like, hey, go nuts, go crazy. Also, we're not going to pay our artists. So it's like, why are we talking about these two particular groups? Well, guys, guess who bought who? This is on the Kurosanji subreddit, and this is posted by Mega Boss Dragon. It says, Idol Corp has been acquired by Brave Group US. Here is the tweet. This is from Idol's Twitter/X. It says, announcement from Idol VTuber Agency. Dear fans, 3 years ago, Idol was founded with minimal resources and a vision to support talents and maintain transparency with our community. Over the years, as we have grown and expanded our talent roster, maintaining the same level of support and operational efficiency has become increasingly challenging. To address these challenges and continue our mission, we are excited to announce that Idol has been acquired by Brave Group US. This strategic move will allow us to continue supporting our talents with more resources and operational efficiency. Brave Group US shares our passion for VTubing and is committed to our original vision. Together, we believe we can elevate Idol to new heights. Talents will have their option to continue with Brave Group under the new structure or become indies with their existing characters and social media accounts. So this is kind of nice. At least they're giving you the option to go indie, but let's continue. Brave Group and Idol are aware of past operational issues and are dedicated to resolving them and preventing future occurrences. We will provide a clear timeline for the delivery of all previously unshipped merchandise. Any items that cannot be shipped will be refunded. Additionally, if any freelancer has issues with an open invoice prior to acquisition, please reach out directly to payments@idol-company.com. We understand that this is a significant change, and we appreciate your patience and continued support as we navigate this exciting new chapter. Please look forward to a follow-up statement in the coming weeks with more detailed information. Thank you for being part of our community. Sincerely, Idol. Wow. Okay. Essentially, this is every entrepreneur's dream come true. You make a shitty company and you get bought out by a bigger company. But yeah, at least they said that they're going to close off any open invoices, and they're giving the people the option to be like, hey, you can either go indie or you can come with Brave Group. I mean, like, had Brave Group not done a giant doxing of VTubers, it might actually sound pretty awesome, because you're like, oh man, like, I don't even have to audition. I just walk on into Brave Group. Like, it sounds pretty awesome. However, this company has a little bit of history. Not that the leak was entirely their fault. However, it still happened to like around 20,000 VTubers. It's kind of a big deal. Anyways, so yeah, this is the statement. And of course, the guy who walks away with money has got something to say. Or this is Aviel Basin, says, thank you. Dear Idol fans and followers, I'd like to announce that I will be stepping down as CEO of Idol and passing the wand to Brave Group. Very likely, I'm sure, they got a huge payout, because this is, like I said, every entrepreneur's dream come true. It feels surreal to say goodbye to something that has been such a big part of my life, but it's time for a new chapter, both Idol and me. When I founded Idol, it was about giving amazing creators the spotlight they deserve and challenging what VTuber agency should be. Looking back, I'm amazed at how far we've come, and I'm grateful for every moment. I wish the best of luck to Brave Group, and I'm genuinely excited about what this means for Idol. They're just as passionate and committed to taking our original vision to the next level, and I trust them to lead Idol into a promising future. To everyone who's been part of this journey, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your support during the highs and lows kept us going. As I move on, I take with me not just memories, but invaluable experiences and lessons that I will cherish forever. I cannot wait to see how Idol grows and evolves. Here's to new beginnings, continued success, and maybe our paths crossing again someday. With all my thanks, Aviel Basin. So, yeah, that's, I mean, I guess you're kind of, I don't know, you're kind of screwing people, but I mean, I guess that's fine. I don't know. There's definitely mixed feelings here that I'm feeling anyway. Essentially, Idol was the company that was like, hey, you know, we're going to do things differently. We're not going to take advantage of creators and stuff like that. But then they ended up doing it. Anyways, let's read the statement here. This is directly from Brave Group. And it says, pioneering VTuber group Idol joins Brave Group US, integrating Idol into the Brave Group US, bringing the total of talents to 26. With businesses being acquired, the VTuber talents are essentially like assets, right? So Brave Group is like, you know what? We don't want to do anything. Just let's buy your stuff. It's like furniture. This VTuber's got an asset tag. All right. I'll buy your stuff. Come over. These are human beings. You know, it's really always an awkward situation when a company acquires another company. Hey, we're going to buy the company and then we're going to tear it to pieces. You know, we're buying it out as a competitor. So that way we don't have any competition. Like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes companies have evil intentions and we just got to be on the lookout for that. Okay. Anyways, this is what Brave Group is saying. Pioneering VTubing group Idol joins Brave Group US. So San Francisco, August 1st, 2024. Brave Group US, a wholly owned subsidiary of Brave Group, announces that the VTuber company Idol Virtual Talents Limited will join Brave Group and confirms the effective transfer of business of the VTuber group Idol on August 1st, 2024, ensuring the continuity of their activities. Background and future. As part of its global expansion, Brave Group has opened 5 offices in 4 different countries and has launched several international projects, such as holding auditions for English-speaking and Chinese-speaking talents, while also expanding into Europe, bringing the number of international projects to 6, including Idol, with a total of 56 talents under the group's umbrella as of August 1st, 2024. Following this merger, Idol will retain its identity while being under the management of Brave Group US, alongside the existing VTuber project V4 Mirai. Through these 2 projects, the group will work towards the development of their international activities with a focus on merchandising offering in the North American market. Words from the representative. Okay, this is essentially the tweet we already read. Okay, and then this is from Norikazu Hayashi, CEO of Brave Group US. As a lot of VTuber agencies were facing a large number of challenges, Idol managed to become one of the leading VTuber agencies in a short time thanks to Aviel's innovative marketing strategy, as well as thoughtful support to the talents. We did use some of his marketing techniques as a reference when we launched V4 Mirai. We are very excited to carry on the legacy of Idol and are looking forward to working together with their talents, hoping to shape the North American market together. Okay. Yes, let's see what some of the people on the internet got to say about this. All right, so this is Fluffin VTuber in response to the tweet. Fluffin says, expected, but extremely disappointed. To those who proceed forward, I wish them the best, and I hope everyone has a better experience than I had now that they are being handed to another entity. I'm happier where I am currently personally. I want to clear some things briefly because I have been enduring slander behind the scenes this entire time. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. This sucks. I am the one who paid for my second model at the time in full. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. I got a second model because the first design was rushed. The artist was slow to respond and we were running out of time. I ended up going for a similar concept as suggested to me with a different twist to not copy the first artist's design. As you know, I had my own issues going on internally and disappeared for a while before my graduation. It was never my intention for things to happen the way they did. I was feeling a lot of negative emotions. No hiatus notice was put up despite me requesting one several times to at least let the fans know. This made me particularly sad, seeing a lot of people leaving, thinking I hated them or abandoned them. I have fond memories and I don't regret the time I spent with people that once cared for me. My Move Donathon's funds were held for me at the time, despite me trying my best to figure out a way to complete my goals. The talks were poorly handled and only aggravated my situation. My departure was sudden and painful, and I wish I had been strong enough to say a proper goodbye. I think I made the right decision in leaving otherwise because the way my finances were handled felt very disrespectful and stressful and was the last straw for me. I am thankful that we at least came to an agreement. I have since been paid the partial amount agreed. Ugh, that sucks. I want to clarify, Donathon payouts were never the full amount seen in the streams for any donation, as a percentage was taken. It is public information that people often forget. Everything I have and that I'm able to do is thanks to my community's generosity. I have worked hard and tried to succeed like everyone else. I encourage people to reach out to me directly if they have any questions. I have no intentions to bring back my old IP. All right, so obviously Fluffin is feeling some feelings. Can you blame them? It feels like it. I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and just walk with me for a moment. Okay. VTuber agencies somehow manage to convince people to work without paying them, make lots of money, and then can walk away. It makes no sense. For example, yeah, this guy is definitely walking away with a payout. You don't step down from being a CEO for no reason. He's definitely getting a payout, right? I feel like the people who work are the people who make money for these corporations and the people who get ripped off the most. It feels very predatory is what I'm trying to say. We've talked about this already, but Idol Corp wasn't paying its artists and freelancers. Here is something. If you remember, Idol did try to be a not evil company, right? Because like a lot of the companies, like for example, I believe Niji, Hollow, like the big ones take about 50%, right? So when Idol was doing their thing, they're like, you know what, we're only going to take about 25% and 75% will go to the talent, right? So really, like that did seem like a bit more fair. However, it seemed like maybe they were struggling and they got bought out. So herein lies the question, guys. Is VTubing actually viable for VTubers, right? Because a VTuber, you have to like come in, you got to work. There is no promise of pay. You hope. Your job is essentially on the generosity of others, right? Your job relies on memberships, super chats, donos, things like that, right? Unless you're able to secure constant sponsors, this is how a VTuber makes money. So if Idol was only taking 25%, is that a bigger conversation that is that not viable for a VTuber agency? Is the 50% more of a reasonable take? Because these other companies are still going and still making money. Idol was only taking 25% and has been acquired. So have they been acquired based on, you know, they're like, hey, we can't do this anymore? Or have they been acquired on being like, look at us, we're Idol, you should buy us. So that way you don't have to do any auditions and get everything leaked because these people have already been vetted and these people have already been working and these people are already making us money. Like, it's kind of confusing. Lots of gray here. But anyways, let me know in the comments, what do you think of this? Is 25% a reasonable amount? From a business side, is it a reasonable amount? From a talent side, is it a reasonable amount? Or is 50% actually the more realistic thing that maybe we just don't want to talk about? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Guys, I'm a stupid cat on the internet. What do I know about business and numbers, okay? But at the same time, we can't pay our bills on hopes and dreams, you know? Like, we gotta pay our bills with money. So this is a very awkward conversation, right? We're gonna move on to our next piece of newsy news. Okay, this is posted on the Niji Statistics subreddit, and this is posted by Ben, and it says, Niji Sanji EN Super Chat earnings and live membership July 2024. It kind of lines up a little bit with what we were talking about in our last news segment. Okay, so we got the generation here, we got their nickname, we have what they made in the month, how many memberships they had, and how many streams they did, okay? We're not picking on anyone in particular, but I'm just gonna go to the bottom one because the number's smaller and it's easier for me to math. Okay, so if you remember Twisty's from Dunoth, right? So that's like the newest Niji wave. Twisty's the one who had some very interesting tweets. Anyways, essentially in the month of July, she made $168 in donos, and she had 212 members, and she did 26 streams. So like Twisty is working hard. 26 streams, that's a lot. That's a lot for what seems like not a whole lot. And you're like, oh, but Lydia, you know, how much do memberships cost? Well, like on YouTube, you can set how much your memberships cost. So for Twisty, her membership costs around $4.99 a month, okay? So if we're gonna just do the math here, let's do the math, okay? The 212, we're gonna times it by 5, and then we're gonna add in the 168. Then all together, that's around 1,228. But then guess what? Everyone has to take a cut. So YouTube's got to take their cut, and Niji's got to take their cut. And then what is Twisty left with? Around $400. So that kind of sucks. I mean, maybe there's some huge sponsorship contract going on that we don't know about, but very unlikely. I mean, in Canada, at least $400 definitely does not pay for your rent. Let's see what the OP says. A source is HoloLizer. Members only include memberships bought while Liver was streaming or premiering, so take the numbers you see as an incomplete picture. Members takes into account gifted memberships. If one person buys 50 gifted memberships, it's counted as 50. Members does not take into account multiple tiers. For example, Shira Tomo has 2 tiers of membership. Both are counted as one on this chart, despite one being pricier than the other. Streams includes premieres, not just live streams, so you may be seeing slightly higher numbers than you would expect. This person says, it's sad that the people who are grinding do not get the recognition they rightfully deserve. You have people with 20 plus streams and getting jack shit. It's true. It's true. Absolutely. 100%. So like I was saying, the VTuber industry, it's a very weird industry. Because like normal in any other industry, right? Like, hey, let's say I'm going to go work at a fast food place. I show up for work. I do my job. I get my paycheck. Right? There's no question about it. If I don't get my paycheck, I take my employer to court, right? Like that's kind of how that works. But in the VTuber sphere, you show up for work, you get paid sometimes, and your employer, whatever you do get paid, your employer's like, I'll take that. Because it's the entertainment industry, it already is inherently very predatory. So it's kind of like you're selling people on like these big hopes and dreams. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be a star, you know. And then they're like living in their car and eating craft dinner if they're lucky. It's a weird industry. I mean, it's a great one. Like being a VTuber is like a lot of people's dream come true. But at the same time, it's just I don't know. There's something inherently sad about it too, right? Like, cause like 26 streams, Twisty did 26 streams. Like they showed up for work, like out of 30 days in a month, they showed up for 26 of them and didn't make a whole lot. I don't know. Anyways, guys, I really don't know how to feel about this. On to our next piece of newsy news. All right. This is posted on the Kurosanji subreddit, and this is posted by Liquid Recto. It says, VStats July 2024 report released. Niji JP dropped 37%. Niji EN dropped 65% in terms of viewer shares. So this is the chart here. This is specifically for the English one. So we can see here, Hollow has gone up 88%. Niji has dropped 65%. And look at this, Face Connect. Canada, we're up 81%. That's pretty exciting. AK Virtual is up 5,211%. That's insane. This person says, can we finally say that HoloLive is the top VTuber corp in both global and JP now? They are the biggest market share in the markets according to this chart. And then here it says, geez, even JP is starting to fall. This means the higher ups are going to start actually panic. Good. That's true. That's true. I mean, the one good thing that comes from this is that like management will be like, oh crap. Maybe we should improve our ways. Unfortunately, this is the only way that we can get through to like management is just by stopping support. On to our next piece of newsy news. All right, we're going to be talking about this person. Their name is Powder, and they are a Damon VTuber. And this person, their name is Lily. And guess what? They're also a Damon VTuber. Huh, what does that mean? Let's jump into it, okay? So Powder has been around for a little bit and has a pretty good following. And Lily is relatively new and just starting out, okay? So why are we talking about these two people? Well, it looks like very, very similar. So Powder, this is her concept art. This is Lily, and this is Lily's concept art. As you can imagine, Powder's pretty mad about this. So Powder's saying, I just want to come out and say that I'm aware there's another VTuber in the space with a similar design, color, and, well, lore name. I have already made efforts in the past to communicate with both artist and VTuber. Not much happened other than I was able to voice my concern. I understand that there's always a possibility of overlap in the saturated space, and I found comfort in talking with my own artist and designer about the matter. With their advice, I'm hoping to try and ignore it. Knowing what I know about the creation of the quote lookalike, I am disappointed. And I do question ethics. But overall, there's only one Powder. I do not wish to bar anyone from inspiration, but I do wish people would be more creative. I want to also say that I do not take issue with the separate pieces of designs, nor do I believe I own any particular thing. But when I notice it all combined, I get uncomfy. I get crazy thoughts in my head, guys, so this is me holding it back, okay? The artists themselves even pointed it out during the design process, so I just sit and try to ignore it. Powder is not super happy about what's been going on. Powder says, here's the real one. So this is Powder's Google document. It is 45 pages long. We're just going to read the TLDR. Simple timeline from what I'm aware. Royalty DMs Sherry their design idea. Sherry works on a design live on stream. Someone points out it looks similar to me, according to Royalty's DMs to me. Sherry reaches out to Royalty about it looking similar to me. They discuss possible changes, but don't change anything. Royalty voices that they don't want to be mistaken for Powder, me. Finished design with lore name Damon gets announced on Twitter. Mutual DMs me. I sit on it for a bit. I speak to others about what to do. I reach out to Sherry initially saying it's okay, but wondering if I need to be worried about brand similarities. I get another DM. I reach out to both Sherry and Royalty to express my comfort level and talk about possible compromise. Multiple ideas are tossed around. Royalty does not want to change the design for the sake of money. Royalty says they will change it to Demon instead of Damon because they do not care about my lore. Oh, they do not care about lore. I say my ending thoughts to Royalty and no DMs are received after. I say my ending thoughts to Sherry. Sherry replies back with reasons about the design. I speak to my personal artist and designer to get their thoughts. I don't know precisely what happened during this chunk of time, but I know it wasn't good stuff, personal IRL issues. Sherry reaches back out with a SS of Royalty's motto. I express not wanting to be part of the process, knowing nothing was going to be changed, believing what Royalty had said about not wanting changes, and finding comfort in my personal artist opinions on the matter. Somewhere along the lines, Royalty changed back to Damon from Demon. I'm not sure where to put this in the timeline. DMs from mutuals continue to be sent to me through the year expressing similarities. I make vague tweet making people aware that I know we look alike and I have tried to communicate my feelings. Royalty and Sherry name drop and share private DM screenshots, not all, in a Twitter call-out post. You are here to see the DMs that I have. First and foremost, think what you will. Here is my side. Yeah, that was pretty much the TLDR of what all this has, right? Lily's like, well, you know, I got something to say about it. So Lily's like, hi, everyone. I haven't been online, but I've been made aware of the situation. Here's my response with receipts, and I apologize for any further concerns anyone has. I do not condone any hate being spread on behalf of this. I hope this clears the air. Lily has their Google document about powder. So, and then Sherry is the artist. And Sherry says, regarding the recent issue, all I can say really is that we tried our best to end on amicable terms. I'm incredibly disappointed in Powder for making it look like we blew her off when she herself is the one who closed the case months ago. She purposely left this info out when she decided to publicly vent about it so that she can appear more as a victim, and in my opinion, that speaks volumes. So this is the current Twitter argument between Powder and Lily. I mean, to me personally, they look similar, but you know, everyone, I mean, I don't have an eye for art. You know what I mean? Like guys, I draw stick figures with titties, you know, like come on. I'm not 100% sure, honestly. Like, I mean, to me, I'm like, they look similar, but maybe to someone with a more discerning eye, you might be able to see the difference. So anyways, that's what's happening between Powder versus Lily. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you. All right, on to our next piece of newsy news. Oh, this is a cross post. This is posted on the Kurosanji subreddit, posted by Last Power 3410. It says, Hollow Stars perfume is incoming. So if you remember, Hollow Stars is like the Hollow Lives dudes. It says, Hollow Stars produced fragrance to be released. Fragrances produced by each member of Hollow Stars will be released. We are currently working hard on it. Further information on the design, release date, etc. will be available from August. Stay tuned. So that'll be something interesting to look forward to. Yeah. It's always very interesting when like VTubers like release their own perfumes and like makeup and stuff. You're like, you're just like, okay. You are a 2D animation. You don't wear makeup or perfume, but okay. You know what? Kudos to the creativity. So we'll see what that looks like. I guess further in August they'll release more information. Okay, we got one more piece of news here. This is posted on Doki's Twitter/X account. It's always nice to see Doki stuff, but Doki's not having a good time. Doki says, WTF, I just checked my email and Fortnite disabled my creator code, even though the last time I streamed was 2 weeks ago for Twitch Rivals. I asked them why, and they just gave me an automated reply saying I broke terms of service and that they won't elaborate. I don't know if I got mass reported or something from a stream 2 weeks ago. I am sorry, Dragoons, but no more custom Fortnite servers. And then Doki says, I'm really sad because the last 3 days have been really rough since I've been getting a lot of bad news. I hope next week will treat me better. I don't know if I'll keep playing Fortnite after this incident since the creator program lets me create custom servers with you guys. And that was the only reason I wanted to join the program. Poor Doki. That sucks. Man, Doki does so much. She does so much for the community and just like, come on, Fortnite, like do better. Like, are you serious? Doki is a humongous creator you do not want to piss off. So hello, slap, slap, slap. Don't be stupid. Anyways, that's the end of the VTuber Newsy News. However, we do have someone for the VTuber Spotlight. This is Andrick Barton. And who's Andrick Barton? Hello there. My name is Andrick Caleb Barton, but you can just call me Andy. I am the Chief Operations Officer of Last Order Films Incorporated, an entertainment agency that does not exist anywhere but in the virtual world. Okay, so now that the lore is out of the way, forget all that garbage. I'm happy you're here. Thank you for checking my streams out, and I hope you will stay a while and listen. This is Andy. We call him Andy, but his full name is Andrick Caleb Button. And this is them on Twitch. And this is their Twitter. No, Andy's a really nice guy. A++. And this is this is just a funny clip. Let's take a listen.
Yeah, flying into space.
Holy shit, man. Can you imagine the progress we've made? The epitome of our technological advance, okay? VTuber 3D concerts, man.
We're just gyrating left and right with a stiff model.
Well, I mean, you should tell that to Niji Sanji.
Oh, it's retro.
Retro.
So Niji Sanji is a retro experience.
With their ticket prices, man. I guess that totally fits the retro scene, though, because you're paying more. Yeah. You're paying more for a worse experience.
It's true.
That's so
it's true.
Oh my god. That's how I'm gonna say. They're not a bad company. They're just retro.
They're just retro.
They're just like DK oldies.
Ooh. Andy's got a great laugh too. Anyways, guys, if you can please go support. This is Andrick Barton on Twitch, and this is Andy, same person. Okay, and that's it, everyone. That's the end of the VTuber Newsy News. Please make sure to follow these channels if you haven't already. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I really appreciate you all. Take care. Love you. Mwah. Bye-bye. So much for watching the video. Shout out to my patrons that help make these videos possible. If you want to help support the channel, you can always join me on Patreon, subscribe to me on Twitch, or become a member on YouTube. I also have links to merch in the description below. As always, I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!